and welcome back, dear students. Wish you all stay happy, healthy, and safe at home and do your studies regularly and properly. I am Yojana Parak, and today we are going to see a chapter from your grammar textbook. The name of this chapter is punctuation. This is the second part of this chapter. First part has already been done, in which we saw many punctuation marks. So in today's video we are going to revise it and then we will do the exercise of this chapter. So let us quickly start it. First, let us revise the meaning definition of punctuation. So punctuation is the name of the marks we use in writing. Punctuation helps us to understand the meaning of the sentence clearly. And there are various punctuation marks in English language. Here we are going to see very few of them. Question mark, exclamation mark, comma, full stop. So before starting that, we should go for capital letters. First we have to understand capital letters. Where and how you have to use capital letters. Capital letters, that means large letters. So where are capital letters used? Where we use uppercase letter? When at the beginning of the sentence, the first letter is written in capital letter, or if proper noun is given, so that will be written, the first letter will be written in capital letter. That is what we saw in the previous video. Here you can see my sister is 3 years younger than me. So first letter is capital in this sentence. Then this tree has big juicy mangoes. Here also you can see T is written in capital letters. So that is the initial letter of the sentence. Then you can see with proper noun also capital letters is used. Gaurav, G will be capital. Navaratri, N will be capital. Tuesday, T will be capital. July, G will be capital. So these are the names. Gaurav is the name of a person. Navaratri is the name of the festival. Tuesday is the name of a day. July is the name of a month. So those names are counted in proper noun, and the first letter of proper noun will be in capital letters, in block letters or uppercase letters. Now next one is, here you have to understand where we use full stop. Full stop is used when the sentence completes. At the end of the sentence we use full stop. At the end of declarative and imperative sentences, okay, we will use full stop. Here you can see the example, I had rice and dal for lunch. So after lunch the sentence completes, so there full stop is kept. Then Pallavi goes to school every day. After day the sentence completes, so there full stop is kept. Next is question mark. When you ask something for interrogative type of questions, there we will use question mark. That means for interrogative type of sentences we will use question mark. When you are asking something or inquiring something. Here see the example, what do lions eat? So they are asking what do lions eat, so there we will put question mark at the end of the sentence, at the end of interrogative sentence. Are your parents home? Question mark. Here this one is also a question, and after that question mark is kept. How will you get to know that this is a question? Because the helping verb is kept forward before the subject. So whenever you see that helping verb is used before the subject, so that is helping verb. And here also you can see what word is used, that is a question word. So that also signifies that this is a question, and so it is an interrogative sentence, and then at the end of the sentence we have to put question mark. Next one is exclamation mark. Exclamation mark is used when you are expressing your feelings or emotions. Here you can see the example. Ouch, I have pricked my finger. Ouch is an interjection, and after interjection you can see exclamation mark is used. So whenever you use exclamation mark, so that can be used for exclamatory sentences only, or when interjections are given, there you can put exclamation mark or comma. So here you can see ouch, that is interjection, so there exclamation mark is kept, and at the end of the sentence full stop is kept. And in the next example, such pretty flowers, here he is expressing the surprise or pleasure. So at the end you can see exclamation mark is used, not full stop or question mark. So when there is exclamatory sentence, there you have to use exclamation mark at the end. Next one is comma. Where we use comma, so comma is used when a particular series of particular noun or pronoun is used. So there is a particular series which is being followed. There you have to use comma. For example, Ram, Shyam, Geeta, Sita. All these are proper noun. So that series of proper noun is written. So you will put comma after every name, but between the last and last second name you will put and, or either and or. Okay, so there you will not put comma. Ram, comma, Shyam, comma, Geeta and Sita. This way you have to write. You have to use the comma. So first, comma is used for a particular series. When you are writing a particular series, between them comma will be written. I have 3 pencils, an eraser, a sharpener and a ruler in my pencil box. So here you can see that 4 things are written of a particular series. These 4 things are stationary things, these are noun, and here 2 commas are given between 4 things, and between last 2 things, 4th and 3rd thing, and is kept. So in this way you have to put comma. And second, you can see I had 2 toast, an omelette and a glass of juice. 3 things are given. So between second and third and is given, and after first comma is given. Okay. These are also food items. A particular series is given, so there comma is kept. Here we complete our revision, and now we are moving to the exercise.